Слава Україні!
Hello comrades and welcome to MOWAS2 Assault Squad 2 UFO mod show-off. This mod is a mod that was for Assault Squad 1, and for its day it was massive. It had all these modern units. It's what inspired and led to Red Rising. Unfortunately, the mod rather died off, and it's been dead for like years, but suddenly it just returned. I discovered it on Men of War portal. I haven't seen it anywhere else yet, but it's a really awesome mod, and I have to break this show-off video into like several parts just due to the massive amount of content. And the other impressive thing is that the lack of crashes. I mean, for maps, a good few of the maps crash just because I don't think they ever really changed them from Assault Squad 1. But anyway, there's like a bunch of vehicles and things to show, so let's get right into it. We're starting off with the Monsters tab. We have the Dark Army here. Skeletons, got muskets, crossbow. I'll show you. These guys are set up as like fauna kind of units, so they're not like humans. They can do animations and they can fight with swords a lot better. They even have proper animation. Pretty cool. Skeletons. I can't remember the names. We got the Hell Army right here. Got the Hellhound. Massive thing. Wait, let's see. There's an animation for biting and all that. Here we have the Undead Armies. The exoskeleton there. Let's see, we have Undead USA Cop, Undead Italian Cop, Undead Medic, Undead Internal Troop from Russia. Pretty awesome looking. Some Undead Firemen, China on the far left, Europe on the far right, and Russia in the middle. Some more civilians. Undead, obviously. I forgot the name of this, like the boss or like the big monster thing. Don't know what this is from. I'm sure it's from like I don't want to say it's something you'd have seen in or BioShock, possibly. There's like one other game that I'm thinking of, but I'm blanking out on. Some undead workers, undead convict, got undead soldiers, got Poland, Germany, France, Russia, America. Very cool. Got the undead police officers here as well. Got the Special Oman, I think that's like the Russian East Coast Special Forces unit. Standard Russian cop. Standard, or to get the special weapons and tactics for the United States. Some more undead. A lot of great stuff. These models look beautiful too. Look at that. Alright, moving on, we are on to the bandit or terrorist kind of factions. So first we have Novorossiya, the terrorists in East Ukraine, applied by Russia. And these are some like older models from like a mod that was in 2015. They haven't updated the armies. Like Ukraine has a few Azov units, but the standard infantry for Ukraine is like from the like late 90s, early 2000s. So here we have some more terror. I think this is just Arab terror. It's just a mix mash. There's so many different skins and stuff. It's amazing, this mod. Here we have the narcos. Drug lords and stuff from Mexico. Street gangs and whatnot. Some more elite kind of soldiers. Drug smugglers and whatnot. Here we have the Taliban. There's also ISIS, but they share the exact same skins and similar equipment, so I didn't bother showing them. Here we have one of the worst weapons of terror ever, the media. Actually, it's in the Australian tab. It's just the one guy. I don't know. Here we have the Triad. I don't remember who the Triad are. I want to say it was the. It's like a isn't it like the Chinese version of the Mafia? Look at this guy, the Triad boss. It's a badass AK right there. You know, because when you're a boss of a successful gang, or I guess like a gang or corrupt corporation thing, you have to have a gold-plated AK. Now we're on to the anti-terror side. These guys, do note that this is kind of like alternative universe kind of stuff, so this isn't exactly what you'd see for anti-terrorist forces for these countries. They might be similar, maybe some of them are accurate, but again, not exact. So we have the Canadian anti-terror unit, just different variants of weapons and stuff. Very cool stuff. I like the dark green the Canadians have. I don't know if that's accurate to what they actually use, but still, very cool. Got the little shield there. Just a good variety of weapons. Here we have from the imaginary nation of Chernobyl. It's from Arma 3 or Arma 2. I want to say Arma 2. I don't know if they're in Arma 3, but really cool looking. We got the police here. What's nice is these vests actually fit, like proper. Now here's the other cool thing. The let's see, I think it's this guy. Here we go. It's supposed to be like the riot. He's like the gun that they would fire tear gas canisters. See, it knocks them over. And if we were playing it in mission mode, they'd all run off. But it's to simulate tear gas, which is pretty cool. And you can even kill if you hit directly. Can't kill, but that's because they're the same team. Here we have the Chernobyl firemen. And we have the special elite Chernobyl units. These are really well detailed. You're gonna have the name on the back, you have the emblem on the padding and stuff, with the riot shields. This being an imaginary nation and being supported by Russia, they obviously have Russian equipment. Looks badass. Here we have China. You know, I'm thinking of like doing a Hong Kong revolution scenario. Got the police here. Shit's getting crazy over there if you haven't been checking the news. I'll be honest, I also love the different weapons and stuff in this mod. Just the variety of it all. We got the internal troops here. So you guys would just see these like normal cops. I don't know if they'd carry an AK, but they probably would if they were called on to or not. The Chinese Fire Department. Very cool. We got the Special Weapons and Tactics of China. They don't have SWAT, they have something else, but that's basically what these guys are set up as. Very cool, very well detailed. Next we have Italy. We have the NOC. We got the Polizia. Very cool. And this would be like the riot control, and these guys would be like special forces, possibly. Very cool looking. So we have Germany now. I think they didn't put on the right helmet. I'll fix that myself later on, but still very cool. Again, I don't know, I don't think it's accurate. I'm pretty sure that they don't wear this kind of stuff. And I think this police uniform, the cops, I think this is the West German uniform. I could be wrong though. Very cool though, regardless. Next we have France. So we got the GIGN here. They don't have any labeling as GIGN, but the equipment basically is what they are. And this guy, he wears a helmet, but the helmet has goggles on it, and he's already wearing goggles, so it looks ridiculous. I removed it. I got the normal police officers here. Good variety. I like the cap. It actually fits the head pretty well, which is nice. Next you have the United Kingdom. They don't have anyone with shields. They have just all these guys. You got pistol all the way down to the heavier equipment. Got the tear gas canister gun. pretty awesome. Good looking unit. I think the skins from Modern Warfare 2 or 3. But yeah, very cool. I also learned that Canada is actually part of what is called the Commonwealth realm, so they still have the Queen on their money and stuff, because kind of like it was this interesting video that I watched that explained Canada's kind of situation with the United Kingdom and why they have such a close relationship aside from just sharing a similar history. It was like something about the money. I think like when the Queen dies, Canada has to change all its money to the proper like sovereign or whoever it is that becomes ruler or takes position from the Queen. Here we have the Polish, the standard Polish police officers. Pretty cool looking. The yellow vest underneath. We got the heavier equipped riot and special forces of some kind, I'm sure. And again, just very great amount of equipment. And this shotgun here has not only a big grip, but a freaking scope, because it can shoot further than a normal shotgun, I guess. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's move on. Also, to the guys that are in the Wasteland Discord, if you're seeing equipment that you want, you can either like you can either pause the video and like take a screenshot, or if you can like list or name anything out in particular, let me know what it is you want your faction for Wasteland to have for equipment. So we have the Russians, we got the standard police here, the heavily equipped police right there, like the traffic cop, I think. We got the medics, the Oman. It's like their version of SWAT, I think. The Russian firefighters. Here we have the FSB. They have a great deal of equipment, and like some of these scopes for the AKs and whatnot are kind of crazy looking. They have more options to spawn in, but there's just so many, and there's only like just different variants of AKs with different scopes, so I didn't feel like it was necessary to show every single last one. Still very awesome looking. Here we're on to good old US of A with the Special Weapons and Tactics Unit, the SWAT. Multiple different versions of the shotgun there. The heavy MG there. Some sniper variants. Very cool stuff. Bodyguards. One of my favorite reskins. The FBI. They look really nice. Proper equipment and all that. Just kind of stands out. You have all this dark blue, and then you have this bright, or not bright, but you have like this greenish kind of difference. Here we have the NYPD. Got the heavy equipped officers. You got the standard kind of patrol officer, which today I don't think you'd catch a single officer in NYC without a vest on. But this guy, he just doesn't have one, I guess. It's like the older NYPD. Pretty awesome. So that is the anti-terror and terror factions. Now we're moving on to the Stalker. There's only 3 factions, but as you can see, just a massive amount of stuff to choose from. If you guys can name any of the equipment and tell me what it is you want for your soldiers to be equipped with in your faction for Wasteland, let me know again. If you can if you want, you can pause the video and like screenshot your screen and crop it to show what equipment you're talking about in case I miss it. But this is pretty awesome because the it's like kind of encouraged me to restart the Wasteland series and really get it going, because it's been like months now that you guys have been waiting. It's really awesome. That's it. I don't know, they think this is Svoboda Dole or something. And the other one. Pretty damn awesome. So this is just part 1, and it will be followed by another part 2 that will be showing the multiplayer factions, of which there's a bunch, and then I think part 3 will be part 3 will be vehicles. Part 2 will be multiplayer factions. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll leave a link to the mod in the description if any of you want to download it. It's an amazing mod. I strongly recommend it. I'm so happy that it's been it just came out of nowhere, for me at least, from being dead for so many years. Kind of gives me hope for the other mods in the community, but not a whole bunch of hope, because it is the Men of War modding community after all. Have a good morning, good day, good night, wherever you are in the world. I'll see you soon.